Hey guys, Kev here, and I want to preface this unboxing by saying I'm not a huge fan of giant knives, not a huge fan of overly tactical knives, but I like to check out really cool stuff, and this was sent to me by a buddy, Josh, who lives in Australia, and I proxy for him. So he had this sent to me. It's a very expensive knife. It's a new release from CKF. And I just want to put that out there, so you guys know if I, don't like it, or, I bash it a little bit. It's mostly in good fun, and because this knife is not for me. I know already this knife is not meant for me. It's a 4¼ inch folding knife, okay? The blade is 4¼ inches. Cheers, by the way. I got my Sprite. So I just wanted to put a little disclaimer out before I do this unboxing. I have no idea what to expect, so we can get into it, but I wanted to let you know that, and I wanted to thank Josh. Thank you for sending this one my way, basically, to review. So it's really cool. I'll probably just do the unboxing unless I really like it or something, or expect to change my mind. But this might be the last thing in for him, and if it was me, I would want to get it as soon as possible, so I'll probably ship it right out to him. But without further ado, here is the unboxing. Hey guys, Kev here, and we have an unboxing to do for you. So I got my Riot Knives XOM here. I've been really digging this guy. I've been carrying it the last day or so, and I enjoy it. Like I said in the last video, it's a bit of a... Is that rust already? No, I hope not. It's a bit of a pry bar. I mean, it's not stupid thick, but it's pretty thick behind the edge. So, not a big fan of that. But, hey, I think it needs to be tough because of all the jostling and everything. Which is a reason why this is in 3V, I think. Actually, a few people pointed that out in my first impressions. So, that is a good reason to use 3V. It's a tough steel, and this thing is bouncing around a lot. So, anyway... This comes in from NC Blade, and yeah, let's get into it. It does have my address on it, so I'm just going to do this off camera real quick. If you haven't picked up an XOM, I highly recommend it. Really, really good knife. So, thank you for supporting. This is from NC Blade. I haven't ordered from them in a while. Spring snacks. All right, cool. My kid would probably love those, so I'll probably steal those, Josh. Sorry. What do you say to a rabbit on its birthday? Happy birthday. They should print that on the back, honestly, so you don't give away the joke. NC Blade stickers, CKF stickers. They are a big dealer for them. NC Blade scratch and win. Scratch for a chance to win a prize with your next order. Good luck. Oh, that's really cool. So Josh will have fun doing that. Here it is. This is the Terzula Eagle Rock, something like that. Here's your extra hardware. Let's see what we get. You get all the good stuff. Bearing. Oh, it has those multi-row fake skiffs. Pivot, which is a two-sided tooled pivot. You get an insert, which is cool. Does it have a... What is up with these inserts lately that don't have detent balls? I find that weird. Maybe I missed it. I don't know. But anyway, you get all the stuff. I think you get a thumb disc. We have the Eagle Rock knife. It's number 230 from 223. This one is in one of these steels, one of these materials. I think this one is the Zircut. It's the one with the... I think it's this one. It's got like red shit in it. I don't know. Whatever. We'll find out. We'll find out, folks. Such a big-ass knife. I think it's like a 10-inch knife, dude. And it's expensive, obviously. 650 bones or something like that. Set this aside. What's that? Okay. Okay, right off the bat. Not a very clicky detent. And it's off center. By a little bit. I mean, it's over to this side. And that almost looks like it's rubbing over there. Maybe that's what that sound was. Oh, boy. 650 bones. I did make that preface video, right? Eesh. It feels like... Hopefully it's just the blade and I need to tighten it because it feels loose. This clip is obnoxious. Terzuola. Really very popular designer. Kind of started the tactical craze. This is an interesting carbon fiber. I don't know what it is, but it has this 3D carbon fiber look to it, but then it has red in it. Honestly, it's not my favorite carbon fiber in the world. It's got like this matrix look to it. I hate this. I don't want to say it. It looks cheap. It looks cheap. Sorry. You got proud liners. Yeesh. Okay. All right, not off to a great start. So let's try this giant flipper tab. Very interesting setup on that flipper. Okay, it works. You do have a liner lock. I'm very curious to see. It does have an insert. It has a detent ball, which is good. But the extra one didn't, which is interesting. Oh, got it. Looks like the detent ball actually is part of the liner, and that insert is just for lockup. So it makes sense that there's no detent ball in the insert that we saw. So that's fair. I mean, it makes sense. I think you could front flip this. Is that the point of this? Yep, you can do that. So that's good. You have a thumb disc. Works very well. All right, let me just make sure I'm not rubbing... Okay, no lefty love at all. What is the deal with that? Why didn't they cut this in? They cut that part in. For the love of Pete. Oh, the lock bar. That's why. Okay, not great left hand. Oh, my God. More billboarding? For the love of Pete. This one's S90, number 230, Terzuola design. Oh, crap. Sorry. Okay, maybe that's a little better. Sorry, I left that light off because I did that intro. I filmed that intro before I unboxed it, just to be fair. So, oh, man. All right, let's feel if it's loose or rubbing first. Don't see any rubbing. It looks like, because it's like a very deep stonewash. It is not loose. I mean, maybe a little bit, but honestly, that would be over tight, right? I mean, I guess it's centered. It's just that the blade is rubbing over here, basically. Like, the grind is off. You know what I mean? Like, this is basically centered, but the grind must be off because or it's just, maybe that's just how it is. But the fact that I can do this, like, what is that? Like, it really makes, I gotta check to see if everything's tight. That's just not right. So let's just start here. T10 on the pivot, I'm assuming. Okay, I can tighten that down. Now it's solid, but I heard a zzz. Hear that? If that's the detent ball on the, that's fine. That's normal. Man, it just looks like looks like it's rubbing over there. Seriously. Can't tell from this side because it's a longer backspace. But listen. Is that this part? Oh, jeez. Don't think it's rubbing here. Let me just check now if I can move it. That's really tight too. Like there's no play at all. Okay. I'm assuming T10's on everything else, so let's just check. It's tight. That's tight. Oh, that one's loose. I don't know how much that would affect things, but you hear that? It's just something really wrong. Okay. Interesting, right? Where's the clip get mounted? Clip from that side, so I can't do anything without taking that clip off. Just trying to get an idea of like it looks pretty centered, right? It's just I mean, I hate to take the man's knife apart immediately, but like, I almost feel like we have to at this point to see what's up. D-shaped pivot's good, even though it's tooled on both sides. Is interesting. Okay, we need a T6. It's T6s? Yeah, they're T6s. Man, look at that puppy. Look how long that is. Same length, yep. Same length. Just making sure. Yeah, they're all the same. Okay. Okay. So those go through this back spacer, which is cool. And then they thread into that side. Interesting. So let's take this off. Just trying to figure out what the deal is. Like, why is it? This is tight, so that tells me a lot. That's good. I'm not going to mess with cleaning it and all that shit, because I don't think that's a problem here. Okay, MRBS means I need to be fucking careful, okay? These balls will fall out. So you have another screw here and two here. These are holding in the frame over there. So what that tells me is it shouldn't be... The problem shouldn't be that. Like, I shouldn't have to take this all the way down. I mean, if you want me to do it just so you can see the inside, we can do that. I just don't want to, you know. If it's easy enough, we can do it. Man, this is really reminding me of the Field Duty. The new Field Duty. Like, this has a similar construction. So there's your plate. That's pretty cool. Goes over the top here, and then your stop pin goes into that. Really cool. And then you have your clip here. What I'm curious about is if something's loose, it just feels like, I don't know. clip is off. This clip is freaking hideous, guys. Seriously. They said they were going to offer a replacement with no name on it for 20 bucks. Like, come on. All right, so here it is, fully deconstructed except for the insert, which is just your lockup. So that's, you know, it's not affected here. So I don't know what the problem could be, honestly. So I'm going to try a couple things as we put it back together, but looks like we're good. You know, there's nothing structurally I'm seeing wrong. Now, I will say for $640, I mean, it's just laid on top. Like, there's no inset liners. It's a little, you know, questionable. And the material looks to be just, you know, I don't know what it is, honestly. Some kind of interesting carbon fiber I'm not a fan of. So I can tighten that one down later. Clip seats in. The clip has retention. Don't have any issue there. Seems to be steel hardware. Yep, steel hardware. Which, honestly, you know, you're probably not going to mod a knife like this. You know what I mean? So it's probably better that it's steel. Tooling's pretty good, too. Feels really Riate-y. All right, then we got to put this plate on, right? Oh, there's no hole for that? Okay. That was this screw, I believe. Right here. Interesting that is held in by this single screw here. Like, the fact that it keeps it in place perfectly is pretty interesting. Now, look at that. Is there more? Hold on. Oh, the pivot. Got it. All right. So we got that constructed. I believe the barrel went through here, and that's one thing I was going to try is maybe flip that over and try the pivot through the other side. Oh, it's D-shaped. But why is it D-shaped? Where's the D? Where the D at? It's on this side, so I have to do it this way. Okay. Cool. Pivot collar. This is tight, so it's not that. Sometimes it's that. I will, if this doesn't work, I'll try swapping the pivot barrels and seeing if that fixes the issue, but we'll see here. Should just go in. I don't know why there would be any issue here. Is it because of how I have it lined up, or? Could be a thing. So let's back this off and see if we can maneuver this better. See how that moves a little bit? So maybe that helps us get this in. Don't want to force it, obviously. Did come out this side, right? I believe so, yeah. We don't have the collar in anyway. Okay, let's loosen it some more. Very strange. Why doesn't that want to go in? Very weird, right? Pretty sure it wasn't through here, was it? Yeah, see, that seats in just far enough because that's the side it comes out on. So I wonder, am I missing something? I wonder if it was kind of forced in there. Here's my idea, is to try the extra one. Just see if they're different somehow. This side's tight. This side's tight. Look at that. Well, doesn't that look longer? Dude, I swear this is longer. Hold on. Dude, it's longer. Maybe not. Maybe I'm crazy. Alright, well, which one's which now? This one has marks. That's the old one. Let's just see. Put the collar in. Seriously? Where'd the collar go? Oh, it's on there. What is the deal with this? What am I totally missing, guys? Where'd that screw? Oh, it's in there. Let me just take this out and see. Let me just see. Does this go through here? Yes, it goes through there. So it's having trouble getting through here. Ah! Don't know why, but I had to do it that way. Okay. Careful, Kev. Okay. I think it had something to do with the inlay. How it, I don't know. All right, let's get this guy back in. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, now it's not turning though. Which side is this on before I go crazy? It's on the other side. Okay, should be good. All right. Our quest continues. Backspacer gets kind of screwed on as we go. Sorry, guys. I totally was not expecting to do a disassembly here. Careful, careful, careful. Don't want any balls falling out. Okay. And then this guy, right backspacer, sorry. And then I gotta be careful here. Okay, got it in. Now this part's gonna be fun because I gotta get it lined up perfect. Man, this is a pain in the ass, isn't it? All this, and I bet you it'll still be fucked up somehow. These guys go in. I'll do the center one. Oops. See if I can just drop them in. And then we can tighten them down. Sorry, I'm really focused because this is not my knife. Luckily, Josh is probably going to understand why I went in here. Especially if I can't ultimately fix it, then it's going to be something he needs to send back, I would think. Okay. Okay, tighten this down. Gentle. 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 Everything is in. Pretty flush, yeah, okay. Okay. And we have this guy. Goes on top. I doubt that I'm going to want to do this again. So if it doesn't work, then we're going to just, you know, let Josh know. I do not want to keep messing with this knife. Even though, you know, it's a lot of steps, but it's actually a pretty simple process once you know, learn. Tighten these down a little bit. Okay. Pivot in. So the only thing we did, hopefully that pivot color, yes, was in right. The only thing we did was swap the pivot. I did that because I've had to do that on CKFs before, and it's essentially fixed it. So I'm hoping that's the case here. Trying to get my driver in carefully. Okay, so as you can see, the centering is bonkers on it. It's tight, but it shuts right. It's like, back off. Yeah. I mean, it's just not right. That noise is just bad. I don't know if it's because it's such a long knife. But I mean, look at that. Tighten it down, and this one's way off center. So that pivot did not help. I doubt I can go around the other side. Like, I doubt I can just pop it through. That's my usual move. Just take like something like this and then push through and see. But I'm not going to be able to, I'm not going to be able to get the new one back through. So I do have to take this apart again. But I can probably do it. A double assembly, guys. Disassembly. Can I get to it? No, I have to take all this out. It's kind of annoying that you have to do all this. So usually swapping the pivot helps. In this case, it's worse. And who knows what they were doing, you know, when they put it together, how they did it. The only other thing I can think of is trying skiffs, you know, to see if that kind of centers things up, because I've had that be the case. But I'm going to go ahead and not do that, because what if, you know, I got to do it all over again? I don't know if I want to do that. Okay, wait, hang on. Shit, no, I don't remember. Did I grab the new one already? I have no idea. Okay. Am I just putting the same one back in is my question? Well, let's find out. I can probably test it. This might be a way to test if I got the right pivot in there at this point. I don't want to have any of it. I don't want to have any of it sticking out. The back spacer. I don't want the blade to hit or anything, so I gotta at least put all that together. So also didn't try, should have tried putting the other pivot screw in, but I doubt that would have made a difference. So I'm pretty sure this is the one I had already had in there. Shit. Way off center. Yeah. Okay. So back to the drawing board. I can try it real quick. I doubt it'll do anything, but this pivot screw with that pivot. If it was short, I swear that one pivot was a different size. Well, it's actually better. Not really. No matter what you do, you end up with this over here. It's very interesting. Okay, this is the new pivot screw. So that goes here. This goes here with this. But make sure I use that. That's the key, okay? But it should it should work with the stock bearings, the stock, you know, whatever. So I shouldn't have to put skips in here to get it to work. So I'm not even going to test that. Okay. Okay, back to stock. What I can do is this, take one of these, pop it through. So you kind of hold it like this, so it has the back spacer in it, like that. Look at that, just popped right in. I'm not going to over tighten it because I got to deal with these. There you go. All right, so you have T8. You have T6, 8, and 10 on this knife. 6 on the little screws, 8 on these insert or inlay screws, and then you have T10 on the pivot screw. Okay, just gotta seat that right. There we go. Tighten that. Okay, so we're back to, yeah, just not good. There's no play and the action's great, but it's just a rubber. Loosen it a little bit. So I can push it over to center, sort of. That's kind of how it was. But then you can move it around, so it doesn't matter, you know. Like, yeah, sure, I can almost center it, but it's just, yeah. See how it looks okay? But I can push it this way, and then it'll just sit over there. Push it that way, and it'll sit there, because there's all this play in here. So, I don't know what it is, guys. I tried. We got it back together, no problem. I don't see any gapping. I don't see any blatant issues. But the blade is rubbing over here. So my guess is there's just something wrong with the grind, the, you know, dimensions of something. The tolerances are off. So I would recommend to Josh, and I will, that he reach out to NC Blade and get this replaced. Because, I mean, I wouldn't want it as is, but maybe he doesn't care, so I'll talk to him. But we didn't really get to even talk about the knife, so let's do that for a little bit in case I don't see it again. It's huge. It's a freaking samurai sword. I mean, it's ginormous. Look at that. Here is a Quiet Carry 9. You can see how freaking huge it is. It's a 4 1/4 inch blade. Yeah, all right, you don't need to see more. It's obviously huge. It's got good action, you know, as it works. The front flipper works fine. Thumb disc works fine. Can you reverse flick that thing? No, because there's no access lefty. So left-handed. One benefit to being left-handed. Before I start gripping this, I'll take this off. So you got a little thumb ramp right here. Feels pretty good. You can choke up to here. Feels pretty good. So that feels good. I mean, ergos are fine. No rock. A little bit of side to side because I loosened it to where it was kind of out of the box. It's definitely so close to rubbing. And when you push here to flick, you're pushing the blade against that side, and then it does rub. You can hear it on the way out. That heavy stonewash is not, you know, causing any issues, but it would, I think, over time. You also have a fuller, but I don't think you can reach it. Oh, maybe down here. I feel like I could left-handed. Yeah, kind of. I think you could do it right-handed. I'm not that comfortable. But flipper tab's actually pretty good. And the thumb flick's really good. So it's a solid knife in terms of design and everything. It's just the execution isn't here on this specific example. Big chunker. And then the proud liners and all of this really doesn't scream $650 to me. But hey, this knife isn't for me. So that's the knife, guys. Let me know what you think down below. I'm sorry it didn't didn't come perfect. Unless you guys saw something that I, didn't or did or whatever. Yeah. So I'll talk to Josh, and if we need a follow-up, I'll do a follow-up. But I love you guys. I appreciate your support, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Catch you later. Peace.